We're gonna turn this here, all this chrome crap, into this here. All right, this is what you came here for, right? All spray paint, all this black, you know, LED lights, the C with the halos in the middle. Yeah, that's what you came here for, right? Basically, besides all the simple tools that you need, I mean, screwdriver, drill gun, that's either or, sandpaper, black spray paint, you know, tint, all that kind of stuff. The ultimate tool to working on this is your confidence. Basically, your level of confidence and patience. That's your ultimate tool right there. So if you're not going to be very confident, if you're not going to be very patient, if you're not going to memorize everything that you put away, it's 9 times out of 10, it may not work out well. So
before we even get this started, do your boy a favor, smash that like button. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe. If you haven't done so already, be greatly appreciated. Now that's out the way, let's get this started.
Alright, so I just took this out. So I mean, I'm not going to use these same bulbs, honestly. I mean, put LED high beams and low beams. I mean, especially these right there. These ain't it. You know, I'm gonna put this somewhere safe. I mean, I'm not going to use the same bulb, but I am going to use the same wires, obviously. While we're going to be cooking the headlight here, basically melting away the seal, I figured while it's cooking, I would give this time to give a big shout out to SyncWire. SyncWire was generous enough to send me this item here, a car mount. Basically, you put your phone here, it makes it hands-free and everything. You know, because they were generous enough to send me this item here, what better way to thank them other than make a video doing a quick review on it. Looks like it has an instructions manual, which is obviously important. Lights, if you need to clean, you know, your case. I mean, I already got a ring here, so I don't really need the rings, but still, I figure I'll show you anyway. But yeah, if you need to clean your case, put the magnetic ring on there, and the same can go for the dashboard. Here is the mount here. Put it right through here. Right, y'all, so this is the item here. So basically, obviously, you put your phone here, but if you want to have it in vertical, or you want to have it sideways and, you know, or horizontal. Now, since I already have plenty of phone mounts in my car, what perfect use I can do is to have this phone mount that SyncWire was nice enough to send me. I can put this on my truck, literally right here in front of me. Use my work phone instead. Use one of this extra ring, just put it right back here and just mount it, just like that. You definitely want to make sure it's clean. Apply it right onto the ring. I know it's blocking the stand, don't really care for that. It's not my personal phone, so. And there you have it. I got the ring right on the case. And there you have it. I have another phone mount, thanks to SyncWire, sending me one through. It actually looks pretty great, actually. It sticks on there pretty good. I cleaned this area, and there you have it. So just like that, I'm going to put my work phone right here, right in front, and that's exactly how it looks. Man, I would definitely recommend getting you one. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours. Once again, I want to thank SyncWire for being generous enough to send me this item. I would definitely recommend this without a doubt. Definitely order yourself one. The link's going to be right in the description. All right, so you got this here. Going to get a flathead. Now be very careful with the flathead. There we have it. All right. And there we have it. The main goal is just get at least a damn good, like 95% of it out. It's like sticky little rubber, pretty much. Surprisingly, it's not tearing up my gloves, but I'm sure it will soon. So yeah, I got this brown paper right here. I'm also gonna do, I ripped off a piece here to slide it behind this here. I like to be perfect. That's why I'm going to do it. That's what it looks like so far. So just apply tape all around it so it doesn't move around anywhere. It just leave this exposed. Everything else just cover it. However you want to do it. So there we have it, just this exposed. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but me, because I already did this, I might as well do the second side of it. I mean, in the end, it's going to be like bright yellow, so like I say. Now, all this chrome here that you see here, this here, all this is the main part that people spray black. So what you want to do is grab the sandpaper, sand all this down, because if you spray paint over this without sanding it down, what's going to happen much later, it's definitely going to start peeling off on its own. So yeah, that's what you don't want. But if any reason you did do that, making a rookie mistake like I did pretty much, that's why we have this, to basically undo that. Put this on a towel, cloth, or whatever. Just basically just wipe it over paint, and it's going to make it much easier to come right off. So now that part's been explained. Basically going to tint this with this spray. It might look better if you just leave it like this. It's up to you in the end. It's your car. It's your car. But yeah, just spray this over it. Maybe about 1 or 2 tops. Not really much. But yeah, it's going to make the whole thing look basically dark. So next, the main goal is removing the boomerang or the C lens. It looks difficult at first, but it's actually easy once you get the hang of it. So these two here, these got like double clips just on one side. You probably can't see it. You probably can now, but 1 and 2, that right there, and this right here. You're gonna need a needle. You're gonna need a needle nose or pliers or whatever to basically clamp in on that and like push it out. As for the rest of these, the single ones, 1, 2, 3, I'll use a flathead. And there we have it. The C-lamp is out. The C-clamp is out. That's what it looks like on the inside, okay? All right, y'all. I'm back at it about a week later. Picking up where we left off, I'm going to sand this down, get rid of all this chrome. But they say you should wear a mask whenever you're sanding a lot of chrome right now. It doesn't matter if it's a shirt or a K95, but since I don't have any of that around me right now, I'll say fuck it. Just cover this up. I'm gonna use a self. There's a P20, there's a 220, and there's a 320. I'm gonna use a 320. Actually, 220 seems a lot rougher, so just gonna pull a little tape off. And what you want to do, and there's this chrome, you're just going to start sanding all this smooth one down. Alright, I think I just I might have broken a little piece here. It's very unfortunate, but you know what? Nothing like Gorilla Glue can, you know, fix the job. So just gotta put some Gorilla Glue there. It's gonna fit right back in place. But hey, nobody's perfect. Now that I say it all down for the most part. And some of the spark that's exposed, you're not really gonna see it, so it really doesn't matter. As long as you get a damn good amount of it. I mean, these are a lot more difficult to sand than obviously just glue. So yeah, first things first, before I spray this down, I'm going to apply some Gorilla Glue on this here that is a bit loose. I have it right here. Number one thing you don't want to do is apply it on your hair, all right? Don't be stupid like that girl, all right? These are meant for metal, wood, stuff like that, welds. I'm gonna apply some right here, all right? All right, so I just applied some, just drip all around, like, you know, crack area, just wedge it around a bit. You can probably see some right there. But yeah, just gonna do that. Make sure it's all around that area. It's gonna apply some pressure to it, maybe leave it standing. I should be able to wipe the excess one off of it. Or not that it really matters, because I am going to spray over this as well. All right, there we go. That's good. So I'm gonna use this extra one and just dab it on the other side, just to be sure. There we go. Yeah, nobody's perfect, y'all. It happens. Just going to, yep, just press it like that and just let it sit. Let it sit for like over an hour or two. And we'll get back to spraying. All right, so been about a couple hours since I applied that Gorilla Glue, and it's actually a lot better. No budge, none of that. You might see the crevice right there, a little crack right there, but hey, it's not going anywhere. I'm actually putting some effort. Right beforehand, it was all loose, but now it's actually a lot better. So I'm going to spray paint this here once again with a satin Canyon Black. You get it from Home Depot, Amazon, whatever. Now, some people don't really spray inside where the sea light's going to be, but since I already did it, I might as well just do the other side. So. As for the reflector, we're gonna go with a little lens, a little tint here so we can match this. Let me shake this. Now, what you don't want to do, most definitely do not touch, obviously do not touch the paint, because if you do, fingerprint mark is going to be very difficult to remove. So yeah, we're gonna leave this alone. Here's the boomerang sea light or sea lens, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to spray this clear. Now this one supposed to give it a little glossy effect, so make it much more shiny pretty much. So, but yeah, give it about between 5 to 10 or whatever. I mean, let's just apply some coats and then see how it turns out. About every 10 minutes or so, being though the sun is out, so should do better. All right, so I applied about 3 coats on here. I applied about 3 coats on here. It actually looks 10 times better already. I mean, mainly this you got to worry about. You know, you want to make sure it's perfect and everything. It wasn't like I sprayed it crazy. It was just so unless you're really good at it, you know, spray however you wish. I applied about 5 coats on here. I think that's as far as I'm going to go with this. It actually looks a lot better, a lot more, you know, clear. And yeah, and as for this, about 3 coats tops. I mean, I could have stopped at 2, but so it got a bit windy and the box kind of flew off and kind of turned upside down. So there was a tad bit of speck there. So I said, screw it. I'm just going to apply 1 more coat, but it looks great though. Nice and perfect. So I'm going to let this sit for about another hour just to be 100% safe. And after that, I will put the lights on these and yeah. Run this line through this hole here. All right. And run that through the hole. You can either leave it like this if you want. You ain't got to use double-sided tape or anything because the boomerang is going to actually keep it still anyway. Or you can remove the double-sided tape, the red, that's a double-sided tape. You can do that and just sit it on here. Now I just want you to know, just be careful when you place this, because this thing here, you know, depending on where you put it, it can kind of get in the way. You know, some you can get away with it. This might be one of the difficult parts, so just make sure you're not blocking like the holes. So here is the halo light here. It's a perfect size, but the reason why it's a little gap, you probably can't see it, but there's a little gap here, a little, what do you call it, sunlight, because it's the wire behind it that's making it pretty difficult. So what I'm going to do, as I did with my other one, I'm going to basically use like a mini little grinder and just cut like right here. You don't have to do this, there's multiple ways, but me, it'll just be easier for me. That's what I'm going to do. Get rid of all this extra speck of dust. There we go. And there you have it. When I try the halo ring, now it's much better. It's 10 times better now. Beforehand, it wouldn't, you know, it gave me a little hard time at first, but now it's on like, yeah, perfect. There we have it. I got it. Got it all in around. So yeah, just take your time when you place. I mean, this is probably why some people just leave it loose, don't even bother applying the tape on there, because this is going to actually hold it in place. So, you know, along with the wires and all. So that's probably why. But now I see why. I mean, the biggest issue would have been make sure this stays in place. What I actually ended up doing is just spraying over this. If I just apply one small little coat, just one coat, and boom, it looks just like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that sit for about an hour or so. So I'm going to do that and run that wire out here, out these two. That is the plan. I think this is a much better option than just sticking the wire through here. I mean, you know, you might be able to seal it, but I still believe moisture is going to get through, and that's the last thing you want to happen. So, all right, that's what it looked like by far. I got it as close as I possibly could, but I have to put it back in the oven. You might see that little wire right there. Once I put it in the oven, you won't be able to see those wires as much. But I am very excited to seal this up. It's going to look 10 times better. And I got this on here, so I can actually tell right away that this is for the halo and this is for the sea light. So once I close this up, it'll be nicely sealed, completely cover that up so no kind of moisture can get right through it. So, oh my God, look at that. We got rid of that chrome, you know, sanded all down and everything. The thing is, I did not bother sanding the high beam portion because I didn't want to risk, losing the brightness of it. I mean, I've seen some people spray this yellow. Some people even sprayed it black, and I asked all of them, don't that eliminate the high beam portion? And they didn't even bother answering that. So it's sealed when you hear the clicking sound. Oh yeah. And there you have it, completely sealed. Oh yeah, there you have it. So last but not least, let's go ahead and test this out. All right, so I already got these on here, the Bluetooth, the ballast, there's the main source of power, and alligator clips. Put this to the positive, and here's the negative. Plug it on the negative. And there you have it. We got some damn good lights here. All right, so here's one of the remotes that it came with. So let me see, from several modes. Here it is. Yep. Oh, that's nice. So it has multiple colors. That's the progress so far. Now I'm just trying to figure out a spot to put these here. So maybe I'll just sit you right here, and I gotta think of a spot to put this, but they're so close. That's the big issue. So maybe I could go under there somewhere, or maybe I'm gonna look up to get some ideas. But that's all that I'm thinking about here. But my time is a bit short, so for right now, I guess I'm gonna just put this straight to the battery. But when I get some time, then I'll work on fuse tapping and see which one will be the right spot. But for right now, I just need to get it done. All right, so got both sides up. I'm actually gonna have to clean the lens up. You know, definitely gotta wash my hands. But yeah, so yeah, I just gotta clean the outside, but it actually looks great. I had to apply some tape on there because this was, whoever was, yeah, I'm just starting to see more and more problems, but this thing was hanging off loose. So I've got a funny feeling this thing has, man, low-key been in an accident. Hence is why it was actually, but you know, this is why we got to be careful where we buy these cars. But yeah, this kept falling, so I couldn't find zip ties or double-sided tape. So I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna get this tape to hold it up. And I guess next time I come across it, I'll fix it up. But right now, that's how it looks. So pretty much I just did the wiring. You really gotta take some time, and I might put another one here, but yeah, I'm gonna double-side tape these two here for now. I got all these behind the washer fluid, and they're well protected, so I ain't worried about the fluid. I applied like 2 extensions, one for the fog light when I order when the new sets come soon. But pretty much everything is going to be like right here. So Gonna make sure I tape every single thing together. I mean, it's just gonna look a bit of a mess here, but yeah, once I clean it all up, it'll look 10 times better. But yeah, everything is set together. You know, this is back up, everything's screwed in. Just once I hook this back up, and yeah, we'll be good. Well, so I tried to do the fog light ones for y'all, you know, with the, actually got the halo rings right here. So I was going to do these, but I had no idea that opening the housing are actually difficult. You know, it's feels like it's almost impossible. So I ended up ordering new ones because I kind of botched it along the way. Like one of the half sides is like cracked. So in the meantime, I'm going to try to get myself familiar with putting that together, because I mean, as much as I'd rather return these, but I'm like, but I really want these. So the fog light, you know, holes are going to be exposed for now. I'll just go around with the fog lights. It is what it is. Yeah. Let's test her out right quick. All right, y'all, we did it. We finally did it. We did it, y'all. Man, that looks sharp. That looks sharp right there. All right, y'all, so I finally got it to work. Now, I didn't do the fuse tap. At least I'm not gonna do it right now because I already wasted enough time. But hey, I got it for the battery for now, and I just have to manually turn it on and off. But you know what? I ain't even tripping, because I love it. Appreciate it. Turn around.
Daddy, that's so cool.
That's so cool, yes. What color is that?
That's blue.
Blue,
Red.
red, and
Blue.
that's blue. And last but not least, what color is that?
Red.
It was white.
White.
Red, blue, and what's that right there?
White.
Good job. High five.
Red.
All right, let's go see mommy, all right? I'm going to get your food. All right, go on ahead. So it's currently raining out. I figure this is something not a lot of people really do very often, so I figure I'll show you how it looks in the rain. There is no moisture beyond this point. Now you might see a tad bit of adhesive or whatever here. That's kind of my fault. Just got to use some hot water or maybe goo going or whatever and just get rid of that to be nice and clear. But you don't see no water building up inside. That is the ultimate result. That's the best result you really want to know. So that butyl headlight sealant, it works perfectly. It sucks when you apply butyl seal from Amazon or whatever. The adhesive is pretty crazy, but you can see a lot of water inside here, like under the trunk, and if it was really bad, water would go through it easily, but no water is going through, so that's the best result you can ever expect. All right, y'all, that about does it for this video. Listen, if you made it this far, I just want y'all to know I salute y'all, like for real, man. And you know, just do your boy a favor just to end this video, you know, make it worth, you know, while I know it's about 30 to 40 minutes, but if you made it this far, just please do your boy a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and share this video out. Yeah, but I want to give a special shout out to RGBHaloKits. That's the name of the brand that I have decided to go with as far as getting that installed for my car. They was actually the only brand that I've seen by far that does multicolor and of 150 different patterns or style. Now you only seen 10 of them. That was the 10 that I saved under the favorites, even though some of them I wasn't really feeling or whatever. I could have put different ones saved there, but you know, whatever though. Also, the second company I want to give a big shout out to is Synkwire, who was nice enough to send me the items. Of course, I had to give them a big shout out, you know, by doing a quick review on it. So yeah, that's what you're interested in, I'll definitely put the link in the description show. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.